Hey friends, my summer semester of college has officially ended and I am so relieved and excited to have a little break at least before fall semester starts. It has been a little bit of a long day for me and probably it's been a long day for y'all too. So I was thinking maybe we could just chill, sit back, relax, and unwind as I give you guys the rundown of how this semester went. Good people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. This summer has been, busy, okay? I wouldn't call it crazy because it's been good, but it's definitely been busy. Summer semester has been the busiest part of the summer, but then you add travel and ministry. Guys, I have taken 5 trips this summer, with most of the trips being taken while still in summer semester. Lots of packing, lots of being on the road, lots of coming home and unpacking, all the things. June 8th is when my summer semester started, and I gotta say, I was a little bit on edge about everything on the first day, just because looking at the classes, I think it was okay, what is happening? What is going on? And I think that's just because for me, I'm that type of student where I find it helpful, more hands-on learning, lecture, that sort of thing, going in person. That's just me. And so going from that to being online, it's okay, definitely had to overcome some overstimulation and anxiety just from looking at Canvas and trying to dissect each part. 2 classes I took this semester, one was government, the other was US History 2. I took US History 1 in the fall, this past fall, so I was already accustomed to the framework of the class and style of teaching, because I did take the same professor that I had for US History 1 for US History 2, so I was already aware I had a general idea of what the summer semester was going to look like. So that was a comforting aspect of going into it, but still sometimes you don't know because it's different from in person to online. And then this was my first time having the professor I had for government, but it was good to have her this semester because I'm actually going to be taking her state and local government class coming up in fall semester. So I knew I was going to give you guys a summer semester recap and review overall. So I did record some pros and cons over the past 7 weeks to kind of tell y'all what I liked, what I disliked, what helped, what didn't, all the things. We're going to start with the pros and cons of US History 2. One pro was knowing, like I said, the structure beforehand, teaching style of the professor, and the workload. I did appreciate that he recorded lectures and we were able to go back and watch. So that was really good, especially for me. My cons of US History was that the lectures tended to be quite long as we got further along into new modules towards the end. I really recorded all of the lectures on my phone. That way I could be more time efficient and, still get other things done around the house and try to make it all work. So I recorded the lectures, and the app that I use to record those lectures does a really good job at helping you to create your own study guides. So that was really, really good. And then moving on to my pros and cons of government. The pro that I had for government was simple work. At first, when you look at the assignment, it always looks hard in the beginning, but I would submit every assignment and get an A on it. And so I'm okay, apparently I understand. I'm not understanding that I understand, but I do. So I'm okay, that's great. Then my cons for government, everything. When I say everything, I mean the material. The material was self-taught. We had, thank God, a free online textbook for government, but it was a lot of reading. We had to read the chapters ourselves. I can tell you now, I've never heard my government professor's voice ever. We didn't have lectures or anything. It was more of written notes, kind of a review of the whole module. But other than that, we had to do the reading and all that stuff. And I am not a big reader. Like I just told you guys, I have an app that records my lectures and different things like that and helps me to create notes and study guides and all that stuff. So what I did is I made the textbook text to speech, and then I recorded it, each chapter that we did, so that it could create notes for the whole chapter to kind of give me an overview of everything, and it did wonders for me. Those were my pros and cons for US History 2 and Government. I honestly can't say I have a favorite class because each of them were good in their own ways. I can definitely say the easiest class was History, just because for a while, I think an entire module, we didn't have assignments, and I would check Canvas like regularly to see like, okay, are we gonna have assignments? Because usually every section, every module has assignments to go along with lectures and study guides and all that stuff and exams. So I was waiting on assignments for a good hot minute, and I was like, okay, there's no assignments, so I guess we're good. I appreciated that just because we were able to focus more on the material and study and put more emphasis and effort into making study guides instead of having to do that along with other assignments. Oh, and also with Government, there were discussion posts that were due every week, every Sunday, and of course discussion post, who likes those? Like seriously, there were at least 2 quizzes with each module, so that was like light work. It's like 30-minute time limit, but I always took less time than that. Overall, pros and cons of the entire semester. As far as me, a pro, there's some days you just don't really want to leave the house, so not having to go up and get out to go hear lecture, just to go hear lecture and take notes, like that's pretty good. I cannot tell y'all, like majority of the summer semester, like when I first started at home and when I was home for like a couple weeks getting into the routine, I was at home in my PJs. Okay, I was in here on my bed, I was in PJs, okay? So I enjoyed it a lot. And of course, once we picked up travel for the summer, like it was much more convenient just being so many different places. I will say there was a con, because on the flip side of that, without the structure of getting up and actually going into the college to receive lecture or whatever, or take exams, I will say it kind of distracted me a little bit. I will say that. During finals week, I really did not want to study because we had just come off of our vacation, as you guys saw. And so with that, I was still like, my brain was still in vacation mode, and I really just could not like tap out of it. I managed to pull it together and pass my exams and pass my classes, so that was good. Towards the end, I was definitely getting distracted. All in all, I am just grateful that it's over and that it's done, and I'm a step closer to finishing my AA. This is just it's relieving. It's just amazing to go and like log in and see the numbers change, like the percentage change, like you're closer. The fall semester starts August 17th and goes all the way till December. I'm enjoying this time of doing nothing, like literally nothing, chilling, cleaning, whatever I need to do. It's gonna get done in the next 10 days. So it's Friday night, which means the weekend just started, and so you guys are gonna get to see how this past week has gone coming into August, and weekend recap next week, so stay tuned for that. I love you guys, and I will see you next week.